dun, 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 dun. Hi, and welcome to Real Doofs. I'm Drew.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Laura.
And this is Saturday Doofs. That's right, everybody. We're recording on a different day than normal, and it's light outside, so we have some energy. So, as you all know, Real Doofs is a pop culture movie podcast, and we talk about movies that we should have seen, we talk about movies that we think we should have seen, and then we vote if we actually should have seen them when they came out. So every now and then, a couple of years back, actually, we did a kind of a year where we matched up movies for things that were coming out soon and everything like that, because we were like, hey, what the hell? Why not? Let's try to get people excited about us and the movies coming out. And we're going to start doing that again because it was actually really fun. We got to see some stuff that was really good that maybe we missed out on that might have been a little newer. So aside from that, Brian, Laura, hello. How are you?
Hi.
Good. I'm liking the Saturday energy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I got some energy. That's why. Because usually I'm not like drained.
I was going to say I'm still obsessed with heated rivalry. Nothing has changed.
I have stopped saying to myself out loud, I'm coming to the cottage a lot. So like, yeah. And my feed has slowed down a bit on
you were cranking out those Instagram reels, and I loved every second of it.
To be fair, that was more for you and to get it on Brian's feed.
Yeah.
But yes, it was good. When I saw a really good one I liked, like I might even send some privately to Laura.
Yeah.
Like if I sent it privately, it was more or less, it was less trying to sabotage Brian's feed.
My feed was already fucked. I got one that was just like a regular hockey thing where this guy was just doing some puck stuff. And then all of a sudden it cut to a close up of another guy and he was like,
"Why, what you watching?"
Yeah, what have you been watching lately that all this hockey content's on your feed, bud, huh?
Yes, that was a good one.
Like, I'm caught.
Or the other one, which I think maybe you sent, where it was like this guy doing a backflip, and he was like, I bet you didn't notice that in the background there were two guys kissing, and then it starts over again, and then it cuts to him like, why are you still watching?
I'm actually, my son went to his grandparents yesterday for a little bit. I was going to send him to school. My son was sick last week. I was going to send him to school. He was better, but my mom texted me and was just like, you're not sending him to school today, are you? He needs another day of rest. And I was like, well, I actually have to work. So like, unless you're going to watch him, they're like, we'll take him. I'm like, sweet. Cool. So I dropped him off there. When he came home, he was saying to me, he was like, I was watching hockey with Pepe today. And I was like, that settles it. I'm going to totally make Pepe. I'm going to trick him into watching Heated Rivalry.
Oh, God.
I'm going to be like, dude, let's watch this awesome hockey show. I'm going to watch the first episode with him. And I'm just going to be like,
that's going to be so uncomfortable.
Oh, no, it's going to be amazing. And
when watch it with him? No.
Yeah. And once they get to the shower and they start like, I'm going to be like, yeah, and see what he says.
Just unflinching eye contact.
No, I'm gonna slap his shoulder a few times and be like, check it out.
Don't miss it.
Yeah,
don't look away. This is the best part.
Come back. Steve, where are you going?
I saw an article that for the season 2 that's coming out, it was saying, because people were like, is there going to be as much sex in season 2? Because it's like after they're already together, you know?
Yeah,
and they're like, don't worry. Yes. Don't worry. There will be plenty of sex.
Yes.
Most of the songs from the soundtrack are just on my playlist.
They're so good. Yeah.
Really, really good. There's like 2 different versions of all the things you said. And then Mong 2 by Wet Leg is very good. But yeah, that whole playlist is
it's great.
All right. Well, I'm happy that we've
still
all
my
been.
obsession.
Yeah, we're still doing that.
Yeah, we can do another full episode.
Oh yeah, just talking about like
this is the longest episode I've
We've
ever
been
put out
talking
in a
about
while.
5 minutes about Heated Rivalry.
Can you imagine if like Heated Rivalry? There's like Real Doofs Heated Rivalry podcast number 2.
Yeah.
All things. Welcome to Real Doofs. All things Heated Rivalry.
Yeah.
But today we're not watching Heated Rivalry. We're actually going to be watching a newer film, just over 10 years old. We are watching the 2015 Ridley Scott film, The Martian.
Oh.
Yes.
That's Alien, right?
Yes, I was just going to throw some movies out there. So Ridley Scott, director of Alien, Blade Runner, the original Apple Mac commercial, like the 1984 weird commercial.
Okay.
Thelma and Louise, Gladiator, Prometheus, The Last Duel, House of Gucci. Ridley Scott, master filmmaker.
Yeah.
This was based off a fantastic book by Andy Weir, which this is why we're doing this episode today, is because Andy Weir is the author of the upcoming film Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling, directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller. And that
I forgot that they were directing that. I've just got so much more excited about watching that movie.
Yes, it's being already hailed as a masterpiece, the first masterpiece of 2026. I got advance tickets for Monday the 16th in IMAX, and I was the first person to buy tickets, so I got center row, center seats. I am stoked. And then
I still have to read the book before it comes out.
Read it or listen to it. Either way, it is so. I've listened to it twice. I've read it once, listened to it twice. The inflection and the performance of the audiobook is incredible. Like I've cried. It's so good. The screenplay for this is actually by Drew Goddard. Does that name ring a bell to y'all?
No,
I don't think
he directed and wrote a movie Laura had us watch last year. Actually, only about 4 months ago. Only about 4 months ago. 5 months ago.
Yeah,
I talked about him?
Yes, you did.
I have no idea.
All right. Well, Drew Goddard
my memory
wrote episodes of Buffy, Angel, Lost, Netflix's Daredevil. He was actually the showrunner on that too. And he wrote Cloverfield, World War Z, and Cabin in the Woods. And he's also coming back and writing Project Hail Mary, or wrote Project Hail Mary as well. So he is an Andy Weir writer. Yeah. So this is going to be a wild movie, the one that we're about to watch shortly, The Martian. I just want to tell you this, the cast in this movie, it is stacked. In fact, I'm going to have you guess some names, and I'm going to tell you if any of the people who are not on that list, because it is a huge cast. But it's
a huge cast. I just assumed it was the one. I know the one guy. That's all I know. I assumed Damon, it was just him.
Yes. No, we're going to get into it. But before we actually get into it, I am going to have us do a little quizzy quiz. So before we get stranded, let's see how well we can navigate the galaxy of questionable sci-fi technology from movies or TV shows.
Okay.
All right. So there's only 5 questions here. All right. Question 1. In which sci-fi movie would you find a device that allows the user to enter and manipulate dreams within dreams? Now, I will give you multiple choices as well, even if you know it. Okay, let me just run through the multiple choices.
I know this one too.
Matrix, Minority Report, Looper, Inception.
It's Inception.
Inception.
All right. Correct. Inception features the dream sharing device for multi-layer dream infiltration. All right. A handheld tool that instantly heals wounds using a spray of microscopic robots appears in which film? Elysium, which is a Matt Damon movie. Star Trek, the one from 2009. Edge of Tomorrow, or This Technology is Completely Made Up.
I want to say Star Trek. I didn't think it was little mini robots, though. I'm going to say Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow?
It does not exist.
All right. So I can only pick one on this because this is an actual quiz. But how about I give you a hint, and then we can see if we can agree on one choice.
Okay.
Think astronauts and time loops, but not healing spray. Like for the plot of the movie. Think exosuits, not astronauts. Exosuits and time loops.
Okay, so Star Trek.
Yeah, I think that's Star Trek.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Correct. Actually incorrect. This technology is completely made up. None of these films feature spray-on nanobot healing devices. This item is fictional for this game.
Okay.
Sorry.
Then what the fuck was the clue for?
I mean, technically, that's the spray that Tony Stark uses in Endgame, is a little nanobot healing spray.
Yep, that is exactly what I was saying. Yeah, okay. All right. Which movie features a device that can teleport objects but occasionally swap them with versions from alternate realities? Ooh, okay.
Wait, read that again. What was that?
Which movie features a device that can teleport objects but occasionally swaps them for versions from alternate realities?
Okay.
I thought I knew where this was going until I read that alternative realities.
Yeah.
All right. Coherence. Don't know what that is. Another, this technology is completely made up. Oh, I got a little thumbs up on screen. The One. Don't know what that is. And The Fly, 1986.
It's not The Fly.
No.
Okay. I'm going to give you the hint. Okay. Teleportation exists in one of these, but not multiverse swapping.
So then it's made up.
I'm going to say that's what I'm guessing too. Let's see. Yes, made up. The Fly is the one that has the teleportation pods, but it doesn't teleport to alternative realities.
I don't remember teleportation.
I forgot that the point of it was teleport, and then he got meshed up.
Yeah,
with the
remember
Fly.
he was like, I'm going to go in this.
the Fly went in
Yes,
with him.
Goldblum was like, I'm going to get all naked and get in this thing. And then a fly came in, and then he was just like, and he was
And
like,
he got even more
It's been
attractive.
a very long time since. Did you just say that he got more attractive?
He's all goopy and stuff.
Fun story about the 1986 Fly. That was in a book that I got when Brian was on my team. There was we were doing a monthly. Globally, my team was like going to watch a movie, and someone picked a year. This book I got was like 1001 movies you must see before you die, and it was like whatever year it was. So the movie that we picked for 1986 was The Fly. It is actually a crazy good movie. Brian was like, "This sounds like fun. I'll watch it with my wife." And and then I got all this crap from him because he was like, "This is disgusting. We shouldn't have watched this." And I was like, bro, I don't know what to tell you. All right. Yeah, it's full of body horror. I don't know, man.
I don't remember. Maybe I need to rewatch. I think it's been a very long time since I watched it.
It's a very good and weird movie.
I think I watched it like as a kid, and I probably didn't know what was going on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's just sitting there and like a tooth falls out. He's like, when he's turning it.
You know what movie from that era I love that no one has ever seen is Arachnophobia. Have you ever seen Arachnophobia?
Oh, I want to watch that with us so badly. You know they're remaking it?
Oh, really?
Yeah. James Wan, the guy who did Conjuring, is behind it, is producing it. I think they already finished it. But it's
that
coming out
and
this
like
year or
the
next
Blob. Great movies.
But like the 80s Blob.
The 80s Blob, the original,
50s,
is not as good. Yeah. Anyway,
all right, so we have two more questions left. All right. Question 4. A memory erasing neuralizer used by agents to hide alien encounters appears in what film? Annihilation, The Adjustment Bureau, another Matt Damon sci-fi movie, Men in Black, and Total Recall. Okay, I've got head shaking when I said Men in Black.
Yeah, it's Men in Black.
Yes. Men in Black famously features the neuralizer that wipes memories after alien encounters. And our final question, let me make sure there's no, this technology doesn't exist. It doesn't. Which film includes a device that predicts crimes before they happen using psychic precogs? So like some people like that are like psychics.
Yeah.
Is it Gattaca, which is a movie I do want us to watch in the near future, Blade Runner 2049, Minority Report, or The Fifth Element?
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, I think, right?
Blade Runner? Okay, you ready? Minority Report. Now, there's a reason Brian hasn't
remember
seen
that
this because
movie.
it stars Tom Cruise. Minority Report centers on a pre-crime system which uses these psychics who predict crimes before they happen, and then they arrest the people before they make the crime.
Yeah,
It's a
I've
very-
seen either film, but
Yes.
I that is from like a Philip K. Dick book,
It
right?
is, yes.
Which I thought was Blade Runner.
Blade Runner is also a Philip K. Dick novel,
okay.
but that one's called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? That's the name of
Yeah.
Blade Runner, the
Okay.
book. Yep. Yes, so that's it, y'all. Great job. Thank you very much. Thank you to Copilot for also assisting me with that that quiz and actually making it a quiz. So now to jump back to where we're going, 2015, The Martian. Before we get into all the crazy stuff, where and when do you think this movie takes place?
Space.
Space is one of
Space for sure.
Okay, space for
Mars.
sure. Mars.
Going off the title, I'm thinking.
Give me one more.
Mars.
And like where the and
Houston.
Earth.
Okay, cool. Yes, perfect. So those are the three main places. Houston. I think Houston. Maybe Houston, Florida. I don't know.
Houston, and
But-
whatever the Florida one is. I forget
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the town is. Where they
Yeah.
launch them. They launch the missiles from there, but the center is still in Houston, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't
Unless
know. But
no, 2015 is pre Space Force, which is I think based in
pre-Space
Colorado.
Force, correct. Yes.
Is it Cape something in
Cape
Florida?
Canaveral.
Okay. I was like, why
Yeah.
can't I think of it?
Laura coming in clutch.
Yeah.
All right. When do we think the movie takes place? Movie came out in 2015. Book came out a couple years earlier. When do you think the movie takes place?
2025.
Ooh, not bad.
Yeah,
Near future, because there's a lot of hype in early 20
Year is
teens.
wrong, but what I put in quotations, exact.
Okay.
I wrote near future in quotations as an acceptable answer.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
that's
cool.
what I was gonna say
Yes.
too. Is like
So-
it wasn't present day, but it's not super in the future.
Correct.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Here's where we're going. Who is in this movie?
Matt Damon. Our Dunkin' Donuts boy.
Yes, one of our donkeys.
One of our donkeys.
Matt
Is
Damon.
Ben Affleck in it? I don't know.
That'd be rad.
You know, he's
I
like
hope
the only
I
person
hope he's
missing.
the fucking computer.
Casey Affleck.
No, not Casey
I'm
Darner.
gonna go through every other.
Every other,
like-
not as many Affleck related or Ben or Matt, but a lot
Okay.
of like popular people. I'm going to throw the names out at you just because I want you to know going in how
Yeah.
many people are in this movie.
Because
okay?
I literally didn't think I thought Brian the same as Brian is there wasn't many actors.
I thought
in
this was like
movie.
Moon, where it's just Sam
Yeah.
Rockwell.
Here we go. Matt Damon, Jessica Chastain, Kristen Wiig, Jeff Daniels, Michael Pena, Sean Bean, Kate Mara, Sebastian Stan,
Christ.
Chiwetel Ejiofor, Benedict Wong, Mackenzie Davis, Donald Glover, Nick Mohammed. Nick Mohammed is in you know him very well. He's got a very small role in this, but he's very well in Ted Lasso. He's the guy who ends up, I can't remember his name. He switches to sides and he's like
yeah.
the bad guy
Nate.
in season. Nate. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Nate. So that's not even everybody. But that's the most known
funny people like Kristen Wiig.
That's why I was like
Michael
Kristen
Pena.
Wiig.
Yeah. Do you? So this is a science fiction film. Do you feel that this might have some tension breaking comedy?
I think so for sure. I mean, I've read, I've done the audiobook for Project Hail Mary.
Which
I'm
is-
on my second listen now with my wife. It's her first time listening to it, and he has like a very tension breaking comedy style. Like,
Yeah.
it's very like, this is a tense situation, but this character is lighthearted and funny. So they're cracking jokes and being sarcastic and
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect that, but I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Literally in Project Hail Mary, the main character, it's over almost half the story before he even swears. He says like holy crap nuts and all these random things. Then all of a sudden he's like, oh fuck. like once like way later down the line. So you're like, he's sort of dorky in a sense. So like there is this. Yeah. Okay. So you think there might be some comedy in it to help with the tension. Cool.
Yeah.
What's the movie about?
I think they go
Space.
I think that they're trying to go to space. I think they're trying to go to Mars. I don't think it's like unintentional that they're on Mars. I think they're trying to go.
They are on Mars. Are they trying to go or are they on Mars? Just clarify.
I think getting there will be part of the story, but I don't think it will be a very long part of the story. I think primarily the movie is set on Mars.
And do they get like stuck there? Like, are they?
I think unintentionally stuck there.
Yeah.
But I think that they were supposed to go to set up like a colony. Like, I think it's like, can we survive there? But the intention was like, let's try a couple things and then bring you back.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, now you're stuck there. So now you have to do the colony thing that we were trying to figure out because in order for us to get a ship to you, it's going to be far too late. You're going to maybe like a supply part of the ship broke off and now he's got to like grow his own food and stuff like that. Yeah.
So you said
space anxiety.
A couple times you said they got stuck on Mars and now you're saying he. So is it more than one or is it just Matty Damon?
I think Matt Damon is on Mars by himself.
Okay. I agree. Yes.
Just.
All I can think is the picture of the movie cover, like the poster, is just him in his spacesuit, right?
Yes.
I wonder if his crew died or something, because I don't think you'd send one person to Mars by themselves.
That's very true.
Yes,
or did he get like left behind by like one of those? They had to make a really quick decision, and he like didn't make it back to the ship in time, or something.
Oh, maybe.
I like that.
I also think maybe he's not the expert. Like it's a group of people and he's there for like, maybe he's the physical labor part of the colony.
Okay.
And the actual like scientists or something are like, they're the ones who didn't make it. So he's like, not only is he stuck, he's at a disadvantage because he's not a scientist. He's not
and he's
going to
have to get told what to do from like, is he going to have connection to Earth?
That's what I'm thinking. He'll have to have some sort of, I remember like seeing trailers for this and it's like him shooting like captain's log videos of like, all right, day 3, I got these potatoes to grow with my poop or whatever.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's a question I have later down the line.
Oh, sorry. That's one of the few things I know is that he grows potatoes from his own feces.
So maybe
because I think it was in the trailer.
Doesn't have contact with anyone on Earth still, and they're trying. Yeah. Ooh.
So then, how do they know he's alive?
Ooh, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe
if everyone else died, if they didn't escape, then
I mean that would be an interesting movie where you're seeing this guy survive, and then you're also seeing Earth try to figure out like, all right, what do we do? How do we communicate with someone who's on Mars who can't communicate with us? Like, it could be almost 2 different stories happening at the same time.
That's what I'm thinking, because if there's that many people in the cast, they wouldn't think that he's dead, because then there would be nothing else.
Why would
for them to do? Like they're,
Well, maybe it's the evil corporation setting up the next run.
Yeah, it's Wayland.
Like, they didn't make
they reveal at the end that it's Wayland Corp is the company that, or whatever the Nostromo is.
Bunch of sick suckers that we can send up to space.
Will Marvel or Marvel Comics be mentioned in this, since we have like 4 people who have been in Marvel movies in this?
What's the studio?
I can't remember. Okay. Fox, maybe?
Yeah, 20th Century Fox. So in 2015, 20th Century Fox, maybe they'll reference like what, X-Men? What do they have access to at that time? X-Men and Hulk.
Maybe. Yeah. But I mean, you literally have Wong, you have the other guy from Chiwetel Ejiofor from Doctor Strange, you've got Sebastian Stan, Winter Soldier. You got a lot of people.
Before. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so probably not though, right? Or maybe X-Men. Okay. Are they going to mention Lord of the Rings?
Since you're asking us, yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. All right.
I'm trying to think of like what the reference would be.
Yeah. They're just going to talk randomly about Lord of the Rings for like 30 seconds for no reason.
Maybe that's like he has some things that he brought with him, and it was the books.
Oh, like the One Ring.
Yeah. He's got the One Ring around
it's his
neck.
precious.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a Hulk comic book.
Yes. Okay. And then Brian already got this, but I said, what does Mark use as fertilizer? And it's his poop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a question, but you can't answer it now. You'll have to. I want you to watch for it, and then Laura, tell me your thought. Okay. But there is a blooper in the film they kept in the movie. Something went wrong on set, and they were like, "That's actually pretty funny. We're going to keep it in." I want you to look out for something that just seems almost too random, and then when you see it, tell me if you think if you think that's the blooper. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What were you thinking, Laura?
I'm also now thinking about if he's growing vegetables and all this stuff, there had to be some sort of colony already there, or there had to be stuff there. He couldn't just get they couldn't be the first ones.
It's not like he's got a tent.
Yeah.
Right.
And they couldn't be the first ones going to explore the area. There had to be some sort of gear or stuff there for him to be able to survive. So I'm wondering if maybe they were a rescue mission to go.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's
people
interesting.
already there, or they get there and everyone's just dead or something. Yeah.
So he was supposed to be like an extra person to this colony, and it turns out he's the only one because the other people that are already dead.
Yeah, maybe they lose contact with them, and then they're going to scope out what happened or something.
Okay. Sweet.
So I'm like, how is he getting potatoes?
Right. This movie was nominated for 7 Oscars. How many did they win? 6. You can answer this after the movie if you want, just to see if you think the movie was good.
A lot. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Brian, do you have any thoughts?
At the same time?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get aliens or some sort of alien reveal.
Oh, okay.
I think extraterrestrial life will be a piece of this film.
Okay.
Oh yeah, cool. It is called The Martian.
Yeah.
But is he the Martian on?
Maybe there is another Martian on Mars.
Oh, yeah.
Interestingly enough, a few days before, or a week or two before the movie came out, NASA actually announced that that's when they found that there was still water on the planet, on Mars, that could house life. So maybe we will get some Martians running around.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's the Martian.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right. Last thing I have for y'all. Finish this line from the movie. I'm going to blank the blank out of this planet.
All I can think was I'm going to fuck the shit out of this planet, but
I'm going to terraform the fuck out of this planet.
I know that's not the right answer, but it just fits so perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... I don't know. Blow up the shit out of this. I don't know.
I'm gonna fucking blow up this planet.
Okay, so we all agree that it's the shit is
there's shit somewhere in there.
So it's not like I'm gonna fertilize the shit out of this planet.
No. It's gotta be after he's been there for a really long time and he's getting frustrated and
For sure.
He's over it.
So we have, I'm going to fuck the shit out of this planet. I'm going to terraform the shit out of this planet, or I'm going to blow up the shit out of this planet. All right. Sounds good. Cool. Well, friends, are you ready to get stranded?
Let's get stranded.
Right.
All right. Laura, it's okay.
You see my face?
Yeah.
I'm stressed.
This is actually one of the only things that are not scientifically accurate. NASA gave notes and came back on the script. There are no storms this crazy on Mars. The wind just can't blow like this there. These Captain Lug recordings, these were this was the hardest thing to figure out for the production, because in the book he's narrating. He's just talking to himself.
Yeah.
And they had to figure out a way that you could hear what he was thinking, in a sense. So they had him logging everything he was doing. So that made it more, cinematic.
I'm curious how they're going to do that in the upcoming film as well, because it's
Same
a very
thing,
similar,
it looks like.
a lot of narration, a lot of internal monologue in the book. And I'm like, interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of like Castaway vibes of they have Wilson. So
literally,
he has
Castaway was
to.
mentioned in one of the ways that they thought about doing this.
Oh, that's smart.
So this goes back to what I always say about trying to survive.
I just give up.
I'm taking myself out. Sorry.
Yeah.
Goodbye. I have no will to live in any situation like this.
I'm inconvenienced. I'm done.
I might give it a day or two, but once I start need to use my poop to grow potatoes, I'm out.
Yeah, you're out.
Yeah.
No
once
thanks.
the food's gone,
Done.
no thanks.
Yeah, because they're a public organization. Anything that they're showing has to be publicly released.
But they got secret pictures of aliens. They're not
Sure. I was going to say, if there's aliens or something like that's going to threaten the stabilization of the of the country, sure.
Which Obama confirmed.
Yeah, I saw that. I hope he's washing those potatoes.
Yeah.
At least peel the skin off of them.
No, the skin's got all the nutrients.
Hasn't got shit.
Gotta eat that skin. Gotta eat that poopy skin. All right, that was The Martian. What'd you both think?
I had a great time. I love that.
I loved it. Very good.
A lot of anxiety.
Yes. Stressful, but
Yeah, I didn't mean to call you out too many times, Laura, but literally I'd be
apparently my
watching
face
and
was
you were in distress, watching parts of that movie, and I was like, "Oh no, Laura, it's okay."
I think it's been a long time since a movie has gotten a reaction like that from me. So
I agree. Yeah.
probably the last thing I watched that did that was Heated Rivalry. So there we go.
Yeah. Well, different reaction, but yeah.
Different reaction. But yeah, it was much different than I thought it was going to be in a good way. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was expecting it to be more slow paced and less funny,
yes.
like The Moon, but not as good is what I was kind of expecting. Because I love Moon. I think it's just Moon. I love Moon, the Sam Rockwell film. But that's what I was expecting it to be. Is okay, it's like Moon, but he's stuck on Mars and he can't talk to anybody, and it's going to be a boring version of that or Castaway. It was actually really funny and really heartfelt, and then you had the two storylines happening at the same time, and it's how are they going to figure out how to talk to each other? All of that stuff is really cool.
I was thinking, what was the space movie with Sandra Bullock?
Gravity.
I was thinking that, and I did not like that movie, so I was like, ooh. I mean, I knew it was going to be a good movie because it's just known as a very good movie, but I didn't know if I would personally enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things I liked about the movie, but also Andy Weir's books, because he always does space related science fiction, they're embedded with so much science and technical things that I don't know anything about, and they do a really good job of explaining in a way that I can understand what they're about to do, or why it has to be done. But anyway, it's said in a way that I understand. And I think that's very, very helpful because most of this movie's problems involve rocket science, and I am not a rocket scientist, and so him explaining and making it in a way that's easy for me to understand is one of the things. And Project Hail Mary does that as well, very well.
And I think it makes it more realistic because a lot of times movies, you're just like, oh, that could never happen in real life. And especially being on a different planet, you're just like, oh, that's not believable. But they would, every time I asked a question, they're just an out loud thought. Usually a minute later, they're actually
it was on screen.
It in the yeah. So I kind of enjoyed that for anything that we're oh, that would never work. And then they immediately tell you, yes, why it could.
They literally do what you said, though. They're that would never work unless. And then they're well, we could. What I'm going to try now is to basically light a fire in space to create humidity, to create water. It was oh my God.
When they were doing stupid stuff, they were saying it was stupid. So you're okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they don't like dumb it down either. Like sometimes like in the early like science fiction movies that are more based in reality, you usually have like a dumb character who's like, do I say it in English? And they don't do that. Like there's the whole like hexadecimal code thing. Like they don't like go into detail. They're like, yeah, it's a code thing. Like you don't need to worry about the details. Like we're not going to, like you get it a little bit dumbed down because he's a botanist and he's like explaining things the way he's like, I think I know how to do this. This is what I'm thinking. But it's not like, all right, the audience is really dumb. So we really got to figure out how to say this in a way you dummies will understand.
Yeah.
It's just like, they don't really explain the velocity thing too much at the end. Like you're like, yeah, okay. Yeah, he's going too fast or he's too far away or whatever. Like,
I liked it
just
a
move
lot.
past that.
I'm glad. What were your favorite scenes?
Ooh.
Not him pulling the thing out of him. I hate that. That sucks.
I did not like that either.
Didn't like the sound of it.
The squishy
Real
staple
gross.
sound.
Yep.
There's a lot of stressful moments that I am honestly shocked that it ended so happily. I was not expecting that. But I liked that. And I just kept you on your toes the whole time of like, this can't work out. Like there's no way. I think I liked when he made rain. Like that it was just cool. Like,
yeah.
And you kind of were like, okay, he can do this. He's got it.
Yeah, I'm into. I liked a lot of the like the log videos.
That's what I was
like,
gonna say.
Of him like talking, because like you could tell like he's recording it for himself for the most part. Or when they're messaging and he's like, "Watch your language."
Yes, that was
like
funny.
we're you know. This.
Oh yeah.
And then you just see everyone's face. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like that his Hab videos like change so drastically. Like his first one, he's like, I get why they left me.
Yeah.
So I'm just leaving this for posterity. When you find this, I probably won't make it. And then he immediately goes into like his speech at the end, like, well, actually, wait a minute. How many supplies do I have? I can grow potato. Okay. So like, and then at the end, he's like, technically I'm in international waters, so I'm a space pirate. Like it goes from him like logging his death to I'm a pirate.
Yeah.
That's what I was like. I think he had the right personality to be the person that happened to, because he was taking it as an experiment of like, what can I do here kind of thing. Even if nobody else would ever knew what he was doing, it was for himself to prove that he could do it.
Andy Weir's definitely got a type of dude trapped in space.
Yes, he does.
But not that I would not have that personality.
Yeah. All right, how much rope is on this ship? Instead of counting rations, she's like tying together bed sheets.
There was Vicodin, so it seems like it could be pretty easy.
Going out in easy peasy.
Yeah, it was like almost 600 days.
Yeah.
That.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
food too much. I'm sorry.
Yes, right. I couldn't ration if I tried. Like,
No.
Oops, I ate 10 potatoes today.
Yeah, no self-control.
Can I fry these at all? Is there oil?
I think he was putting them in like the
microwave
oven
thing.
at one point,
yeah,
instead of the microwave, and like he cut them up into fries one time instead of eat. So I think he was trying to switch it up.
Yeah.
Then he ran out of that ketchup. I feel so bad. So let me go through some of our guesses. We'll see how close we were. So we said, where, when does this take place? You both nailed that. You nailed all three spots: Mars, Earth, and space. And we said the near future, 2035 is when the movie takes place. I don't think they actually specifically said it.
I don't think they did.
But that's when the book takes place. It's the near future. Who's in the movie? We read through everybody, but the main character, Matt Damon, is in it. So what's the movie about? So your guesses were that they get stuck on Mars, correct? Now you have to colonize it. It's just Matty Damon, though. Did all the crew die? Was he left behind? He's definitely not an expert. He's a laborer. Will he have a connection to Earth? No. They don't know he's alive. So you actually, I mean, like a lot of that is
We were pretty
accurate for the first
yeah.
part. The only thing I would say I wouldn't give you credit on is that he's not an expert, that he's just some
he's a
laborer.
botanist.
But
Yeah.
he is.
I mean, that basically makes him a farmer. So.
Yes, yeah. So, but the movie is about an astronaut who gets stranded on Mars after the team assumes he's dead and must rely on his ingenuity to find a way to signal Earth that he's alive until a potential rescue. So, will Marvel be mentioned? You guys said no, but Iron Man came in.
Brian said yes, or he said maybe. I think we said maybe.
I think we said no on Marvel, but yes on Lord of the Rings.
I think I said that it was going to be. I mean, I was still wrong, but I
think
I said it was going to be
X-Men.
like because it's a Fox movie. I didn't think that they'd even bother mentioning something that they don't own at the time.
Yes, yeah. Okay, I'll give you points for that. Lord of the Rings, yes, because I specifically mentioned it. And the funny thing about that, Laura, I know you, because you probably don't remember, you said you've seen it so long ago. The guy who was like in charge of the crew, that's Sean Bean, and he was in the Council of Elrond in Lord of the Rings. He's one of the characters. So the fact that
him from
so he brings up, he's also the one who brings up what the Council of Elrond is, which was pretty funny. He's the one that you always see the memes that one must, that mentioned and funny. And then of course, Kristen Wiig's, like, I hate you all, comment was great.
I liked her.
Yeah. What does Mark use as fertilizer? Brian called it immediately. Was like, doesn't he shit to you to grow potatoes? Like, yes, he does.
It's even worse. I don't know why it's worse, but it's worse that he had to rehydrate.
Yes.
The poop. It's not even just that it was poop. He was rehydrating dried poop.
Yes.
I don't know what I was thinking, but now I'm like, was I envisioning him just like squatting over the
the
garden,
taking a shit? Yeah.
And then he just like reroute the poop pipe to the garden and have it just flow there,
like a little like sprayer.
Like a meat grinder.
What scene is a blooper that was kept in? So the tape stuck to his fingers was actually a pretty good guess. I would say it was probably, maybe it wasn't meant to happen, but it wasn't like blooper. It was when Donald Glover literally got up really fast and slips and falls on the ground, and the guy's like, "Are you okay?" And he like pops up. He's like, "I'm fine." Like,
this would have been right as Community was ending, I think. Right?
2015?
I think it went until 2014.
Yeah, maybe. Or
during one of the many breaks that it had as a show.
Yeah. So the movie was nominated for 7 Oscars. How many did it win?
I say 6 still.
6.
It was nominated for 6 or
nominated for 7.
I think 4.
4, cool. It won 0.
Oh, okay.
Really?
And it was nominated for Best Picture.
Okay.
Best Actor, Matt Damon. Best Adapted Screenplay. Best Sound. Best Sound Editing. Best Visual Effects. And Best Productions Design.
Wow.
And it did not win, which is crazy.
Birdman won Best Picture that year.
Which one?
Birdman.
Wait, in 2015?
2015.
So it would have been 2016's Academy Awards.
Oh, okay. I was looking at 2015. So the 88th Oscars. I was just curious.
Yeah, no.
Off the top of your head.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Spotlight.
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
That was good.
If
that
you,
was a good movie.
Yeah. If you had told me what the nominations are, I probably could have told you. But all right. Okay. So we said finish this line. I'm gonna blank the blank out of this. So we said fuck the shit out of this, terraform the shit out of this, or blow up the shit out of this. And it was science the shit out of this.
He did blow up a lot of stuff.
He did. Yes. Yeah. So I had mentioned though. So NASA was actually consulted in order to get the space and space travel accurately displayed, specifically in relation to Mars, with the most accuracy here. So NASA is federally funded, yet charges no one, including private for-profit organizations, any fees for use and access to archive its consultancy. Isn't that pretty neat? You could just go to NASA and be like, give me this info. Tell me if that's true.
Help me.
Yeah. So Sir Ridley Scott claimed that Matt Damon's solo scenes were shot for 5 weeks straight, after which Damon was relieved from his schedule. And coincidentally, Matt Damon did not actually see the majority of his co-stars again until the the premiere of the film and to promote the movie. He was pretty much very alone through the majority of the filming process. Let's see here. So one of the panoramic shots of Mars that we saw showed Olympus Mons, which is on Mars, which is the largest discovered volcano in our actual solar system.
Wow.
It's actually about 3 times larger than Mount Everest and covers an area about the size of Missouri completely.
Damn.
It's also twice as tall as Everest, extending to a height well beyond the actual atmosphere. So
That's crazy.
Yeah, pretty wild. So they tried when this movie, I think I had mentioned about the windstorm in the beginning. That was the biggest note, was that from NASA was like, that's not really how it works. So they tried to come up with a scientifically accurate alternative to replace that windstorm. And, Andy Weir worked on the book for like 3 years and did an incredible amount of work on the book, making sure that the science was as accurate as possible. But Mars's atmosphere is too thin to drum up such strong winds. So that's the deal. In fact, Ridley Scott said that this was one of the scientific notes that NASA sent back after it reviewed the script. According to Scott, Weir and Goddard tried to come up with an alternative scenario that would lead to the same crucial outcome that Watney's crew leaves him behind, right, for dead. And the alternative was so terrible that NASA said, "What the hell? It's only a movie." So they were like, good. They weren't that upset about it. One of the things I find very fascinating about this is that the author, Andy Weir, was not a scientist or a writer when he wrote the book.
Interesting.
Yeah, he basically just kind of studied rocket science for fun.
Okay.
Yep. And he did a short essay talking about, like, on one of his first books, or the first paperback edition of the book, he wrote like about orbital dynamics as a hobby. So it's just really interesting.
Strange hobby.
Yes, yeah. I know, right? So it worked out well. And then the only kind of backlash the film got was there was some whitewashing done in this movie, which doesn't seem to have needed to be done because they did work with so many international and different people in the movie. However, I don't know if I want to call her a scientist or not, but the girl who was the one who first spotted Watney on the satellite, she's the one who's supposed to move the satellites around. And you see her throughout the whole film. That's Mackenzie Davis. She's a great actress, really cool actress. But there was a little bit of hubbub about her being cast in the role of Mindy Park because, as indicated kind of by the name, in the novel, Park is a Korean American, and Davis is white. And some complained about the character that initially, a Korean character being replaced by a white character. So that was the biggest criticism that kind of came after the film, is that in the novel, even she was described a certain way. In the film, they chose an actress that had a little bit more of like star power-ish behind her to fill the role. But other than that, the movie was praised for its science. It's named as one of the most scientifically accurate movies out there. It's a whole lot of fun too. I'm very excited to see what happens with the next Andy Weir movie next month with Project Hail Mary. Yeah, Laura,
I'll read the book right after this.
Yes, get in on it. It will blow you away. It is so fun.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Thrilling.
Especially after watching this. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's wheel out that doof meter. And let's see what we get for our things here. Let me see here. Do I have a doof meter? Bringing back the obscene bottle thing. Except I didn't do the action like last time. Yep, that's our ship coming in.
Sounds like I was gonna say it sounds like the wind on Mars. There you
go. So our doof meter, patented doof meter, is our 1 through 5 grading system for all movies. It is a 1 as it's a movie, and if it's graded as a 5, it's like a wow. I'm a doof. I should have seen this earlier. It's always hard for us to do doof, like a really solid doof meter on a movie that's only like 10 years old. Cause you know what I mean? Cause it doesn't like necessarily gain as much popularity, or necessarily, like, you know what I mean? This is only the second or third time I've ever watched the movie itself for me. Like I saw it in theaters, but, I didn't remember a lot about it. And it was not quite like watching it for the first time, but it was like revisiting a lot of things that I didn't remember at all. It was kind of nice, but I will let Laura, I'm going to have you go first.
This one's going to get a 5.
Stop.
Sure.
I love it.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Yeah. I'm surprised that I never watched it before because I know that it's just known as a very good movie.
Yeah.
And I just really thought it was going to be something different than it was. So I'm kind of mad that I didn't watch it sooner. I think I would watch it again, which is also surprised me because I kind of thought this would be a one and done
for you. Yeah.
But I think because it does have it wraps up very nicely in the ending, and there's the comedic parts. Like I think I would watch it again. So
nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. There also is an extended cut of the movie. I've never seen as well, but you can check it out too. Sorry, Laura, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was excited to tell you about the extended cut.
Did this kind of start there was like a time period when there was a ton of space movies coming out, or is it just kind of?
I think it kind of fell in line with it because I think really where at least where I remember, I mean, sci-fi is always out there, right? But like, I think there was kind of a resurgence of it in 2009. If I'm thinking about like when the Star Trek movie, the newer one with Chris Pine and everything came out, and it was such a success that you started hearing more. There was more like space things coming out, and if I'm thinking correctly, but I guarantee, I mean, like every year there's like 10 movies involving space. They're just usually either not well made or like some horror movie, like
because you had like Gravity, Interstellar. There's that like Passengers movie with like thinking. Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Yep.
It seemed like there was a bunch of them.
Yeah, they all of those 2009 beyond. Yeah.
Yeah. But very good movie.
Cool.
Also looks like there's 2 short stories that Andy Weir wrote to go along with The Martian. So there was a prequel, which I'm going to go find these and read them at some point now. But he wrote like a prequel called Diary of an Ass Can, which was a free short story.
Diarrhea first.
That's what I thought he said.
Diary of an Ass Can. I don't know what an ass can is, but I assume it has to do with the collection of poop for the potatoes. And then he had another free short story in celebration of the 10th anniversary that came out last year called The Martian, Lost Souls. But Souls is spelled SOLS.
Because of the days,
Yeah, Lost Souls.
That's cool.
So he did 2 little short stories.
Nice.
Very cool.
Brian, let's wheel that over to you, and you can tell the doof meter, what is your number from 1 through 5?
Yeah, I think I have a hard time rating it. I have it at 4. I just have a hard time rating it at 5 because there's so many other movies on our thing that like, and because it's so new. But I genuinely think that like if it didn't directly inspire a lot of these other movies that came out, I think it definitely contributed to some of the ones that came after because of its popularity. I think Andy Weir is I've only read the one thing. Well, and then he wrote that short story, The Egg, which I sent you guys a video of. In the chat before we started. He wrote that in like 2009 or something. And he just posted it for free on a website. And it's like one of my favorite little short stories.
Nice.
So I think he's a good writer. And I think the same as Laura, I thought this was something different. I thought that it was like a butchered version of a novelization that I was like, I don't know. I don't want to check that out. But was actually really good. And a
so
good time,
happy you
and I will
enjoyed.
also probably watch it again.
Very cool.
I was on back and forth on a 4.5 and a 5 only because I don't think I've seen references to it anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and then again, if it didn't really impact anything. But I just know I do remember everybody like talking about it at the time that it came out. So,
but it's also like it's one of those. It's very rare in movies. James Cameron doesn't know how to do this at all, but it's a nice, tidy. He's taking shots for no reason, but it's a nice, tidy movie. It's like it brings you right into the action. There's no fluff.
Yes,
it's a perfect movie in that like every scene is intentional to the plot.
Yes.
It matters. The characters are great. They all have. You can tell their individual motives like very clearly, and maybe it's because I work in corporate, but like you can tell like the PR person really just like obviously they all care about the situation, but they have a slightly different motive between like what the information that they're giving in those pitch meetings where they're figuring out what to do. Like Teddy cares about the politics of NASA. He's the director of NASA. Like how will this impact future missions? Are we going to be able to get approval for all of those things? Whereas like the flight commander is like, that's my crew in space. And I feel connected to them. So I'm going to advocate for them as much as possible.
Yeah.
I just think it's even that level where normally you don't get that level of detail about the personal choices and character development you get here. So it's just a well done film. I think that Ridley Scott's got something going. I think he's pretty good.
Yeah,
that guy.
I think he'll make it. I think he'll be all right.
I think he'll be all right. Been directing since 1965. So I think he'll be all right.
I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, I forgot to talk about that part too of like how it got right into the action. And sometimes when we watch longer movies, I was a little bit like, you're like 2.5 hours, but it literally like
feel it.
I was not bored at any moment watching that. So
I love that for both of you.
Yeah,
fantastic. All right, let me just wheel this thing away here. A little needs to recharge, I think.
Yeah.
Got to plug it back in.
Get some solar panels out.
And, right.
Make a bomb. Just make a bomb.
Oh no. So yeah, that's what we got for y'all today. I'm glad you both liked it, and if you have not seen the movie, yeah, that's good stuff. So before we go though, I just wanted to share something, and person's not even going to hear it for like 3 years, but
this has to come out.
It has to come out.
Has to come out in March, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no,
May?
but it's okay. March, because the movie comes out March 20th. The Project Hail Mary. But Brian and I got a compliment from a newish fan recently, and they just told us how much they enjoyed the podcast and that they are listening from the beginning every episode.
Right. That's why they won't hear it for 3 years.
Yes, that's why they're not going to hear it for like 3 years. But it was just really nice to have somebody reach out and say something nice that they was like, it's really helping me get through some tough times. And I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, tough times of this world. I don't want to say that person individually, their own personal tough times, but it's like the tough times of this world.
Shit show that we have happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why, is something going on?
Yeah.
I wish that was my mentality right now.
Yeah.
But they're
ignorance is bliss.
They're so early on at this point, Laura, that you have not joined permanently yet. Yeah. So I was hyping you.
Show up.
I was hyping you up I was like, wait till you get to Dirty Dancing. But yeah, so they're very excited. So for that person, we know that you listen. When you eventually hear this, thank you so much. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cool. Brian, where can people find us?
If you want to reach out to us, you can email us at you can email realdoofs@gmail.com is our email address. We do get some, we've got a couple super fans who email every episode and explain to Drew why he's wrong about something. And then we also are on Instagram and Facebook, which is just at Real Doofs. And we try to post when new episodes come out so that way you can get a notice there. But also if you hit subscribe, you'll get a notice in your podcatching app, whether that's Apple or Spotify or whatever you're currently listening to us on.
Beautiful.
That works fine. Sometimes there's little polls depending on the app, or like.
I was gonna say maybe we'll bring back like a voting one time, maybe in the late summer.
Yeah,
or something.
People liked the voting.
Yeah,
We'll let you vote. We've got some cool stuff this year.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, you can also leave a review. Don't leave a review unless it's exactly 5 stars. I don't know why people haven't figured this out yet, but you can just tell people what rating you want. I want a 5 on every episode, please. Thank you. I see all these podcasts out there with 2 stars, 3 stars. Just tell people what to rate your podcast, you dummies.
We don't want any negative feedback. We're not going to listen to it. We're not taking advice.
Only tell us nice things about ourselves.
Even if they're lies.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. Well, let's go farm some shit.